Hello everyone, you're watching Purposeblack Media. I'm Hermela Fakada with the latest news edition. We will start off with the headline. It is stated that Purposeblack ETH trading share company is recording a real and a concrete work. Purposeblack ETH trading share company held a discussion forum on the topic of cost of living and its solution. We will continue with the first news. It is stated that Purposeblack ETH trading share company is recording a real and a concrete work. This was stated by the Chief Executive Officer of Purposeblack ETH trading share company, Dr. Fisa Ashatu, during his visit last week to the development of Bekoji Farm, which is located in Bekoji Town in RC Zone, Oromia region. Purposeblack Media has the story. Purposeblack ETH visits Bekoji Farm Development, a part of Farm Franchise Shareholder Model, in RC Zone, Bekoji City, in the presence of Dr. Fisa Ashatu, the Chief Executive Officer of Purposeblack ETH, Mr. Tadele Saifu, Chief Technical Operation Officer of Purposeblack ETH, Mr. David Getacho, and Mr. Telahan Getacho, shareholder of Bekoji Farm Development, Purposeblack ETH Agriculture Department Director, Mr. Ashatu Petros, Bekoji City Administration, and other senior officials of the company. During his visit, the Chief Executive Officer of Purposeblack ETH Trading Share Company, Dr. Fisa Ashatu, who started his speech by congratulating all the shareholders of Purposeblack ETH, stated that Purposeblack ETH agricultural land under the Farm Franchise Shareholder Model that covers 372 hectares has rapidly progressed the development of Bekoji Farm. He said that the fact that the company was able to cultivate 150 hectares with teff, wheat, barley, and other vegetables product within 6 months of starting work indicate that Purposeblack ETH is in action. In addition, he said that the work done by Purposeblack ETH in the development of Bekoji Farm is an indication that the company is achieving a real work on the ground. Purposeblack is in practice. Many companies go into work, and when they establish and gather shareholders, it takes so many years, and we have been able to enter the farm and see the product you see here right now in 6 months. This is a very big thing. We congratulate the shareholders. If we all work together, we can feed the world. This is what we want to convey. We want you to see the result of the work and the result of your support, and we invite all the shareholders, and congratulations to all of us. Mr. Ashatu Petros, Director of Purposeblack ETH Agriculture Department, said that Purposeblack ETH cultivated more than 150 hectares of teff, wheat, and barley during the winter month of 2014, which shows that the company is working hard. 6 months ago, this 372 hectares of land was empty. It was in winter when we started farming. As you can see, we took the land from our shareholders, and more than 150 hectares are covered with wheat, potatoes, barley, and teff, and we are doing well. Congratulations to all the shareholders. On the other hand, Mr. Telahan Getacho stated that they started working with Purposeblack ETH, which proved to be the right business partner for them in a short period of time. Therefore, he said that if such institutions can work together with Purposeblack ETH, they will easily get better knowledge and technology support, and added that it will have a significant role for their effectiveness and asked it to take advantage of the opportunity. We have worked very hard in this area, and we are very happy to have found the right partners, Purposeblack, and we are very happy to have arrived here. Those of you who are in other areas who want to be helped with knowledge, those who want to be helped with anything, the farmers who are tired like me, join Purposeblack. Believe me, the results you see today are the result of all of us. Our problem is that we can't work together, but eat together. Let's leave that and work together. The other shareholder of Bekoji Farm Development, Mr. David Getacho, who spoke during the visit, said that the work done in the farm with Purposeblack ETH is highly commendable. He said that in the future, they will try to contribute to the country in the field of producing more products in the summer. It is a big thing for us all to work together, especially with Purposeblack, to qualify for this result and to see this much production in a short period of time. We have done it and we were tired of it. But when we work with a partner like this, the future plan is very high. And to increase our summer production, our country needs to win in terms of grain supply. We are very excited to see the product produced in the summer at this place. Then we can double the production and produce whatever the people want. The Chief Technical Operation Officer of Purposeblack ETH, Mr. Tadela Saifu, said that what he saw in Bakoji City reminded him that Ethiopia has not been able to benefit from the resource it has. He said that they will work hard in the coming month to achieve a better result than now. This is the first time I visited Bakoji. I always heard people talking about Bakoji, so what I saw was right. Today, I'm going with frustration because I have seen that there is a lot of uncultivated land in our country, and I feel that we Purposeblack should model this place. When we say model, if we can show this to others, there is no reason why other farmers will not be attracted to us and buy share and become our member. I think we will prepare the remaining strategic plan and operational plan and present it to the management and start work. Finally, Dr. Fissa Ashatu, Chief Executive Officer of Purposeblack ETH Trading Share Company, expressed his gratitude to the owners of Bakoji Farm Development, the company's agricultural department officials, as well as Bakoji City administration and the local resident who made it possible to be successful. I would like to thank all of us. I would like to especially thank Alex, Talahun, and Dawit, who contributed and supported us. They invited us here and gave us morale and invited us to enter this farm. But most of all, since Purposeblack started this farm with the guidance they provide and the support they provide, they have made it sufficient for the results from the bottom up, and I want to say thank you. And I hope that we will continue to do more work and develop the rest of the farmland. And then I want to thank the farm team. In a short period of time, they took over the responsibility every day, and we were given the opportunity to see this kind of production. I thank the team for the sacrifice they made and the result they showed, and worked on this farm as if it's their own. And thank you for those who take care of this farm and made it reach this level. And thank you to all the managers of Purposeblack. Purposeblack ETH Trading Share Company held a discussion forum on the topic of the cost of a living and its solution. Purposeblack Ethiopia held a discussion with the topic of what is the solution to the cost of a living and value-added taxes in the meeting hall of the company's headquarters in the presence of Dr. Fissa Ashatu, CEO of Purposeblack ETH, the President of Consumer Right Protection Association, Mr. Engeda Asfal, and other senior officials of the company, as well as relevant government bodies. Purposeblack Media has the detail. Purposeblack ETH held a discussion with the topic of what is the solution to the cost of a living, value-added tax in the consumer society in the meeting hall of the company's headquarters. In the forum, the point that caused the inflation were raised, and the legal framework of value-added tax and the problems observed in terms of the law and the measures that should be taken to fill the gaps, and the core problems observed in the collection of value-added tax and their solution, and the new measure that should be taken to reduce the burden of the cost of a living on the consumer society, and surveys were presented by experts in the field. On the day, there was a discussion on the issue raised by the participant as well as the agendas to be done in the future. The Chief Executive Officer of Purposeblack ETH, Dr. Fissa Ashatu, explained the purpose and operation of the company and stated that Purposeblack ETH is a company founded with the goal of empowering Black Africans all over the world to grow economically and have developed economic potential as a people. Therefore, he said that the company is working to modernize the agricultural system in a country based on Ethiopia, which is a symbol of freedom of Black people, and to enable the citizen to benefit from the sector as much as they deserve. Purposeblack is a company founded with the aim of promoting economic excellence for Black people all over the world and enabling Black people to have a developed economy. The company has its origin in Ethiopia, the mother of Africa, which is a symbol of Black people's freedom at the international level. And it focuses on agriculture, which is the pole of the economy of Black people all over the world, by modernizing agriculture and enabling the farmer to benefit from his hard work and to save the part of the society that is suffering from the cost of a living in Ethiopia. And it has been 1 year since it started working. The CEO stated that Purposeblack ETH is working to make cost of a living a history by directly connecting the producer, farmer, and the consumer society and by offering agricultural products at a discounted price. He explained that even though it has been a year since the company started its operation, it has been able to achieve rapid growth in a short period of time by designing and implementing various huge projects. Even though it has been 1 year since the institution started its activity, it has been able to implement various projects and carry out quick and successful activities in order to bring a solution to our country's farmer and the entire consumer society that is suffering from the high cost of a living. Purposeblack directly connects the farmer with the consumer society by creating a market connection and benefiting the farmer. It is a public-owned institution with the aim of benefiting the farmer, and on the other hand, by providing products at a reasonable price so that the entire society can get economic relief. Dr. Fisaha pointed out that Purposeblack ETH is a great benefit for Black Africans in our country and in the world. He said that the company is working together with various stakeholders based on the motto, "Let's work together." He also explained that more than 700 people are currently employed and other works are being done in Purposeblack ETH. In order to implement this huge vision and great legacy for our country, we are working in cooperation with various stakeholders under the principle of "Let's work together." Currently, it has created job opportunities for more than 700 Ethiopians and has 2,200 hectares of farmland and has planned to make 1 million farmers a member of Purposeblack ETH under Kagabero Integrated Extension Program and is active in over 200 districts of Ethiopia. And the company has opened Kagabero supermarket and established an e-commerce. It is a practice-based institution that recently launched a project called Let's Feed Ethiopia, which directly distributes product to the entire consumer community, and it is hiring more than 3,600 Ethiopians. Dr. Fisaha reminded that the cost of a living is terrible and is currently affecting all of the society on a daily basis. He said that among the ways the government can stabilize the cost of a living, if it's possible to improve the value-added tax or VAT paid to the government on agricultural products and low-income consumer, it will have a great potential to stabilize the cost of a living. In our opinion, the high cost of a living is a problem that is making our entire people cry, and it is a huge headache for the government. From this point of view, we believe that the government should pay a lot of attention to solve the problem. And we believe that one of the most pressing but urgent issue on the low-income community is the VAT issue. The other person who spoke at the forum was the president of the Consumer Rights Protection Association, Mr. Ngida Asf. He said that it should be done extensively in agriculture, especially in product processing or agro-processing sector. He added that it is possible to free the country from poverty by using the natural resources of the country found in different areas. We have seen that the consumer is the tester of the value-added tax, and extensive work should be done on agricultural development, especially on agro-processing. That is a very good idea. And apart from that, there are things that we do not properly use the values of our country. There may be a way to lift our people out of poverty. The foreign participant who attended the discussion thanked Purposeblack ETH for organizing such a program. They have given their opinion that the value-added tax or VAT paid to the government on the agricultural sector and the consumers' purchases and edible product in our country should be adjusted. In addition, they say that they believe that it is good if the products subjected to value-added tax are kept separately. If this is the case, they said that the country's contribution to increase the production of the sector is great. It is stated that the government should improve the legal framework regarding value-added taxes. Mr. Awak Atazara, Kirko Subsidy Consumer Right Protection Secretary, and Mr. Binyam Maleda, Food Industry Manager, who were present at the discussion forum and who spoke to Purposeblack Media, thanked Purposeblack ETH for organizing the forum and also the scholars who submitted the survey. Purposeblack Media has more. Those who participated in the discussion forum, Mr. Awak Atazara, Kirko Subsidy Consumer Right Protection Secretary, and Mr. Binyam Maleda, Food Industry Manager, who spoke to Purposeblack Media, thanked Purposeblack ETH for organizing the forum and also the scholars who submitted the survey. The participant who stated that the basic idea of the discussion forum that was held that day, because of the expert who presented the survey, they gained understanding about value-added tax from the presentation.
በመጀመሪያ ይህንን መድረክ ላዘጋጀው ፐርፐስ ብላክ ኢትዮጵያና የዳሰሳውን
First of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Purposeblack, who organized this platform, and to the scholars who presented the survey. The platform is a very skilled and informative platform. I found it to be very smart. The pressure on the process and the consumer is clearly presented in the figures.
ይሄ እጅግ በጣም ምሁራኑን ለማመስገን እወዳለሁ።
The discussion forum is very good. It focuses on a basic issue and the topic chosen for consumer related to VAT. So it is a situation where we have seen issues very well. It should be encouraged and continued. He added that the government should take a deep look at the system of economic principles in our country, especially regarding value-added tax, and explain that it puts a lot of pressure on the consumer society. Therefore, he said that the law on value-added tax should be examined and amended. It is said that it is very high pressure, as we have seen from the research reports. Since the VAT law came into effect, there is a huge difference between the producer price and the retail price, or the consumer price, except for corn, which is the same as it was before 2003. Our country's maximum retail price, they say that the maximum price that should be reached to the consumer is not determined, so it is open on that side, and the value is added to the value again, so the pressure is very high. The economic principle that the government should take into account and understand the system. It is good if there is a process where the economic principles are looked at side by side with the professionals to see whether the free market is beneficial at this time, because the rich are being exploited and the poor are getting poorer. If the government lays down a way to stabilize the cost of living by freeing and encouraging the high investors and making them pay high taxes, and I think it will be effective if the government follows this and the consumers will benefit. He stated that in an effort to stabilize the cost of living, the government should support and encourage organizations that provide products from farmers to consumer society without any interference. When we first come to the farmer, there is a certain percentage on the farmer. Brokers and other entities in the middle are also affected by something like this. So if the government takes this middleman out of the middle and opens various institutions to bring them directly to the consumer society, and if mechanized farming is introduced and encouraged like what Purposeblack is doing, and if the government finds a way to strengthen privatization by leaving the offices it has monopoly on, it will stabilize the economy. And I guess it will be the starting point to reduce the cost.
ከፍተኛ ጉዳት ነው ያለው ምክንያቱም ባልተጨመረ ቫልዩ ላይ ወይንም ባልተጨመረ ሴት ላይ ነው ታክስ
There is a huge damage because we are taxed then an added value. For example, we go to the supermarket and import oranges is sold for 442 per, and I asked why it is sold with that price, and they say that they will accept it because there are people who can afford to buy it. They want it, but not for consumption purpose. It is to separate the status. As I understood, some people pay extra for the service, or to buy a place where people do not enter, or a place where there is no chaos. So what does this do? It pulls the price up from the bottom and it brings it to the top. The one of the purpose of that is to limit the consumption expenditure of the society below. But the global context does not work because everyone has to eat and has to get balanced diet. Then it is from that perspective.
ማለት ራፌጅ መብላት ሳይሆን የተመጣጠነ ነገር አትሊስት ማግኘት አለበት ከዛ ፐርስፔክቲቭ ነው
The participant stated that value-added tax will play an important role in increasing the cost of a living, and it will hinder the consumer from getting what the society wants. He added that the society should ask and investigate what the law says about value-added tax.
ሸማቹ በሁለት ነገር ተጠቃሚነት አለበት አንደኛ
The consumer has to benefit from two things. First, shopping can be a service. Another thing is that our food served on the table is sometimes disrupted. If we ask the Minister of Health, most people in Ethiopia are not getting nutritious food. Because of this, the person will not be able to think critically. And what we have seen is that of the two reasons for VAT, which have been proposed by increasing the cost of a living, the level of increasing the cost of a living is high. Therefore, the consumer will buy the service because when there's a chance in the economic drivers, it will have a great impact on the input that we make in the service and direct purchase. What we are seeing is that the service we buy are increasing day to day. There are many issues that we have addressed ourselves, and it will make a big difference from the point of view of service. And when the tax reform is
የሆነ ለውጥ ያመጣል ታክስ ማሻሻያ ቢደረግ
በመጀመሪያ ህጉ በዚህ ዙሪያ ላይ ምን
First of all, we need to understand what the law says in this area with the help of various technologies. We have to go to institutions that have stated such an intention and understand, and after understanding, we the consumers think that the trader will pay tax because we pay tax and give the trader the responsibility to deliver the raw materials we buy to the government as an agent of the government.
ለነጋዴው ኃላፊነት የምንሰጠው
He stated that if the government reduces or waives the value-added tax payment on the government sector and edible products produced in our country, it will contribute a lot in terms of stabilizing the rise cost of a living. He also said that it is necessary to identify and look at the things that are subjected to VAT and those that are not. He also said that it is not appropriate to pay VAT on a product that does not have value added.
ሸማቹም ማህበረሰብ ኢኮኖሚው
I believe that if the value-added tax is reduced, cost of a living will stabilize. The government will benefit the society by raising the price on imported goods, especially luxury goods, and on basic consumer goods in general, by providing inputs that are accessible to the society and reaching 0%. It means that there will be a way for the government to benefit the society.
ህብረተሰቡን ተጠቃሚ ማድረግ የሚችልበት አግባብ ይኖራል።
ቫልዩ አድድ ታክስ ፈረንሳይ የሚሰራ አሜሪካ የሚሰራ ከኛ ሀገር ኮንቴክስት ነው።
Value-added taxes work in France, it works in America, and it should be done in the context of our country. If the people that lives in our society knows it, it is difficult to read the real condition. Practically, we see the effect. For example, if we see a car, it is a collection of metal, glass, and plastic. But when we make those collection, the value of the car increases. So we have to look at the added value. A car is used for transportation, and it is used for various purposes. We have added the value. And that is why the big value is added. But in the context of our country, we're paying taxes on the value that is not added. So the value analysis should be done well.
ከዛ አኳያ ነው ስለዚህ ቫልዩ ላይ ወይንም እሴት ትንተና ላይ በደንብ መሰራት አለበት።
Finally, he said that society should work together with organization that stands for the public good. He added that if the government pays attention to them, effective change can be seen in the economic sectors of the country.
እኛም ደግሞ እንደ ሸማች ህብረተሰብ
What should we do as a consumer society by working hand in hand with institutions that have expressed this kind of purpose to solve the problems of the consumer society? The basic idea to solve the problems of the consumer society from the bottom to up are presented, and it will be best if the government also approaches such institutions and works with them.
ውጤታማ የሚሆንበት ሁኔታ አለ።
Purposeblack ETH Trading Share Company held a discussion forum with agricultural product producers and suppliers. Purposeblack ETH held a discussion regarding Kagabere Product Distributor Service in the presence of Dr. Fissa Ashatu, CEO of Purposeblack ETH, Mr. Tafera Hailu, Purposeblack ETH Chief of Staff, Mrs. Frewet Gabrehwet, Chief Technical Operation Officer of Purposeblack ETH, Mr. Asnaka Haila Mikhail, Director of Kagabere Integrated Extension Program, and other invited guests at the company's headquarters, main meeting hall. Purposeblack Media has more. Purposeblack ETH Trading Share Company discussed with the agricultural product producers and suppliers in the country regarding Kagabere Product Distribution Service. The company has conducted a discussion program with agricultural product producers and suppliers in the country regarding Kagabere Product Distributor Service, which enables the Let's Feed Ethiopia project to provide agricultural products to the consumer society at every home. The Chief Executive Officer of Purposeblack ETH Trading Share Company, Dr. Fissa Ashatu, explained the service to the guests at the forum. He said that Purposeblack ETH has more than 5,000 shareholders and more than 700 employees within a year and 2 months of its establishment, and has agricultural land in Bekoji City and South Omo Zone with more than 2,200 hectares of land. In addition to the head office in Addis Ababa, the Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Fissa Ashatu, said that the company has opened branch in 10 cities including Walaita Sodo, Arba Minch, Awasa, and Bahadar. noting that Kagabere Integrated Extension Program, which has started to make the farmers all over Ethiopia the honor of the company, has penetrated into more than 200 districts in the country and is working closely with the farming community. He explained that the main objective of Kagabere Product Distribution Service, which is a part of Let's Feed Ethiopia project, is to establish a system where products can be provided to the community at a reduced price. This project is called Let's Feed Ethiopia, and the idea is to develop a Purposeblack platform that is Kagabere Product Distribution Service. Currently, more than 2,800 agents are being hired in each district between cities. What are those agents? These agents deliver product from house to house. Our work is on infrastructure. The preliminary process will continue in 10 cities, and in phase 3, it will even enter the farmer's home in all of Ethiopia. He said that the consumer society can benefit from the product in a way that saves time, money, and energy at a discounted price. The CEO said that the company will try a system for agricultural product producers and suppliers to easily communicate with their customers.
You will have direct access to customers.
You will have direct access to customers. Why does the consumer use this platform? Because it is cheaper. And secondly, it is convenient. A person does not want to wander from market to market. And due to the current cost of transportation, saving 5 birr is a big thing. But we're talking about 100,000 in convenience. And apart from that, the product is offered cheaply. And there is no middleman. There are 2 or 3 levels until it reaches the customers. All of that will be eliminated. And beyond that, what is in your stock, in the warehouses, you will manage it yourself. Then the direct order will be made from you to the consumer society. So it will be cheaper. Dr. Fassah explained that the main purpose of the service is for manufacturers and suppliers to focus mainly on providing products adequately and to create a convenient market system. He added that the system will solve the problem of lack of finance for the producers and suppliers of the agricultural product. Another thing is that most of the time we don't have fast payment from experience. We commit to returning the money within 1 week of the sold product. It means that you will have a fast cash turnover, so you will not have a shortage of fund, and you manage the inventory yourself. You enter into the system, and if there's much product, so you will not have shortage of fund, and you will hand over the product to us. We will distribute it. So what is the purpose? Focusing on competencies, producing product, bringing what you need, focusing on that. The more you do, the more we expand the market, and there will be things to work on promotion. CEO added that a system is being developed where any consumer can get the product they want on credit. We are making a facility, a way for customers to take product on credit. It's common in other countries. For example, I am at work and I want onions. I just call and order, or I can order the agents. It will be delivered to my house, and I will withdraw the money from my bank the day after tomorrow and pay it. It is a credit service, isn't it? And we will add this in the service. Dr. Fassah Ashatu stated that it is the producers and suppliers themselves who determine the price at which Purposeblack ETH offers product to the consumer society. He announced that Kagabere Product Distribution Service will start working in Addis Ababa next week. The first phase has started in the cities and in the rural areas. We will expand to the third phase of a platform called Kagabere Integrated Extension Program and Kagabere Product Collection and Distribution. What I'm telling you about is the platform that we will start next week in Addis Ababa. We will knock on every house in Addis Ababa and make every Addis Ababa resident a Purposeblack member. The product is delivered to the home, and when we deliver the product to every home, we don't charge money for delivery. So this is what we do. The product is delivered to the home, and it is not by the price that Purposeblack decide, but at the price that you decide. If you want pasta to be sold for 10 birr, we will sell it for 10 birr. If you want bread to be sold for 3 birr, we will sell it for 3 birr. Purposeblack will not add
Purpose
1
Black
cent.
አንድም ሳንቲም አይጨምርም።
The discussion program was concluded with Dr. Fisa Ashatu, CEO of Purposeblack ETH, responding to various questions raised by the agricultural product producers and suppliers regarding the service. Thank you for staying with us. Till next week news, I'm Hermel Afgad.